Morning YouTubers, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode I'm going to show you me sowing me runner beans. I'm going to show you me building me wigwams, and then I'm going to show you me planting me runner beans out. Yep, you're going to see from start to planting them out, and I can tell you they're fairly big right at this moment. So where do we start? We're going to start off, I'm going to show you a couple of clips of me actually, we're going to be doing, I think it's Enorma, if I'm not mistaken, and Excalibur runner beans. So we're going to be putting something like 3 or 4 per pot. So I'm going to show you that, I'm going to show you me doing that now, okay? Well guys, you join me. Well, I'm just putting a few holes, using this dibber to put a few holes into these pots. What we're doing, we're planting 2 varieties of runner bean. Yep, you've heard it, runner bean. They'll be kept in the greenhouse until just after last frost in May, and then we'll whack them outside up the wigwams, and hopefully they should do okay. We're doing 6 per pot. You know, it might sound a lot, and it might sound, you know, you're overcrowding the pot, but we really haven't got much room to do anything at the moment, so I'm doing them this way. We will, when they get to a certain size, we will split them, but I'll probably end up just putting them out, you know, when they get to a certain size, take them out of the pot and split them and put them around the wigwams. Right, so anyway, these are the runner beans that we're going to be doing. Enorma, sorry. And well, they're the beans. And well, this is the way people say certain ways to plant these things, but I just push them in the pots. It about an inch deep, inch and a half deep. Using my thumb there to just push them right down. People say do them on the sides, but, you know, to each his own really. You get them like this in them trays when you go to B&Q and places like that. You get about 12 per tray, so you know, don't worry about them being so close to each other in these pots. As I'm putting these in as well, I'm inspecting the seeds and making sure that they're okay. And what we do, we're going to give them a good watering. I'm pushing them about an inch and a half, about inch or so deep here. So you know, these are big beans, so you got to plant them fairly deep. Yeah, it's everything's under full swing now. All the seeds are going in. Just been doing a load of seeds this morning. I will show them you when I get round to it. Some people soak these. Nigel's one of these soakers, muddy boots. He likes to soak everything. I think he was a water baby, and he's never got over it. Anyway, he's well over the what they say in the pack here. Now, yeah, there's one in there. Did I just stick one in there, guys? No, I didn't. Yeah, the holes are starting to fill up, but helps as a guide. Yeah, there we go. Last one. What was them? There was Enorma. Just leave them there so I know what they are. Cause what I've got to do, obviously I've got to press them down, but first things first, I need to water them in. I shouldn't have done that. I'm going to give these seeds a real good soaking, guys. And we'll put another layer of soil over the top of these after we've watered them. This is clover, by the way. Nothing added, just clover compost. Let's move that label. Bloody ink will start running. I've not found a pen yet which will actually, if you get it wet, will stop it from running the ink, although that one's not too bad. Right, the next up are these Crusader. We're doing Crusader now. So these are the Crusader. I don't think I'm going to put 6 per tray. Simple the fact that we've only got 30 seeds, so I'll probably put 4 in. What I'm doing is I push them in, I'm actually turning them round as well, so you might not notice that I'm doing that. Apparently they're supposed to go, did I get 2 in there? I don't think I did. You know what, I bet I've missed some. Oh well, what I'm going to do now is I'll put the rest of them in. Probably put 5 in there, 6 in there, 6 in there, 6 in there. So we got almost 6, more like 5 seeds per tray. It works out at.
Yeah, you need lots of water when you're doing these ones, I tell you. I do have a backup. Right, I'm going to top dress these with some finer compost, and then we'll stick the labels in. There you go, there the runner beans all done. We've got 6 pots of Crusader and 6 pots of Enorma. There's 30 in there, 36 in there. They'll come up, we'll probably end up just splitting them and putting them around the wigwams. I have to get my tongue around that one then. The wigwams around about the 8th of May. They'll probably be about 1.5 foot tall by then. But yeah, this is how we do as runner beans. So there you go. So there they're all planted in. They're all put in the pots, and well, we left them for about 4 weeks. Okay, and was looking at them. They're getting taller and taller. It was getting a bit of an handful. It was, you know, we're talking like 2 foot tall. Anyhow, I decided to put my wigwams up. Basically, what they are is canes, and we use a plant pot, which I'm going to show you now. We've got the bottom of a plant pot. We cut that off, and we're going to use that to hold all the canes together. But to get the circle, what I've got a barrel, like a blue barrel. And I'm going to show you that sequence of clips now. We actually doing the wigwams, and I'll show you what I mean by the bottom of the pots to tie everything together. So check this out. Hi guys. Well, we've been playing with knives again today. Stanley knives, and what we've been using this for is to cut the bottom off these 2 plant pots here. We don't need these, but we do need these 2 bottoms here, and what we're going to use these for is to use the tops for my wigwams. And you're probably wondering what a wigwams is. Well, it's a frame in which I grow all my runner beans up. We're going to need, as you can clearly see, we're going to need 8 canes to do this, and I'm going to dig myself 8 out, plus it's going to be 16 that I need, so I've got to find 16 canes. We're going to get a big drum that I normally use, and we're going to be putting them in, and then we use these to hold everything together. Now these things, you go into Wilco's or somewhere like, it's going to cost you probably £2 or £3 for 2 of these, whereas you can just get yourself a couple of crappy little plant pots, cut the bottoms off, and there you go. Right, so what I'm going to do now is go and find these canes, and I'm going to show you me actually doing this. We won't be putting the runner beans in just yet. It's way too early to put them in. What I've got to be careful of is the frost. We can still get frost. Probably the end of next week, the week after, I'll take a chance with putting the runner beans out, and we'll put some fleece around them to protect them. But what we can do, we can actually get these ready now, so that's what I'm going to do. We've got a space in where the onions are, and that's where we're going to put these. So guys, let's get down there and show barrel you. And what we do, we stick these canes what I've got in my hand around it. We remove the barrel from the centre, and then we put an end cap on. So that's it. That's what we're going to be doing. the next one will go here. So what we've got to do, we've got to take that out of the centre now. So just sort of manoeuvre them around. Right, so now we've got the end caps, so all we've got to do now is stick the end caps up the top up here. This is the hard part. There you go, ta-da! Simple as that. There we go, that's a simple enough thing to do, and to be quite honest with you, it shouldn't have took more than 10 minutes. It takes longer finding all the bits to do the job, so there you go. Runner bean, wigwams, all set up and waiting for the plants to go around them. In fact, let me show you these plants now, what we're going to be putting around them really soon. These are the runner beans. I think these ones here are Enorma, and the other ones, what are these ones? No, they're Enorma, and these ones are Crusader. So yeah, the ones on the left are Crusade and the ones on the right are Enorma, and they'll be going around my wigwams really soon. Okay, so the wigwams are up, so the next thing we needed to do, yep, you guessed it, was to put the runner beans out. Now I'm going to put Enorma on one side and Excalibur on the other side. So here's a couple of small clips of me actually doing it. Right guys, we've got a bit of bloodfish and bone here. I'm just going to sprinkle it over the top. And when I actually put the runner beans in, I'll probably end up digging it in. But yeah, we've got quite a lot to do today. So I think we've got enough there. So let me just make sure I'm in shot, and then we'll start having a bash at these. Well, we've got 4 of them in here. What I'm going to do, put them on the inside. Putting them on the inside, they stop them getting damaged. These are called Enorma, and as you can see, they've got a decent enough root system. And these, by the way, they go clockwise. When you're wrapping them round your canes, make sure you're doing clockwise, otherwise what will happen is they'll unravel themselves and fall down on the ground. So, you know, something to to think about. What I will do, I've got this tape which you can actually put round these, and it'll hold the things up until they establish. So I'm going to add a little bit of tape to them just to keep them so they climb up the actual canes. Well, that's the first wigwam done. I just get some little tapes and tape them up in a bit. So there you go. So that's them all planted. We piled the bloodfish and bone in there as well. And even though it was been raining the night before, we gave them a good watering in. Now then, we're in May, and what they say is never a clout until the last days of May's out. Well, I know I was taking a chance, but the beans was just too big to leave in the greenhouse. So what I decided to do after I actually wrapped them round the canes. And by the way, when you're wrapping them round the canes, if you've got long enough beans, make sure they go clockwise around the canes. If you do them anti-clockwise, what will happen is they'll unravel themselves and fall on the floor. So it's clockwise. So you see how I'm doing it this way, right? So you follow suit, and that's how it goes round. So you're going like that round the canes, and then they continue up the canes. So there's a tip for you. Don't do them anti-clockwise, clockwise. So what I decided to do basically was to put a fleece blanket round the two wigwams. So here's the blanket that I've put round.
Right, for the time being, we just put some temporary fleece around it. It's somewhat I had in the shed. Must be 3-year-old, that fleece, but it's absolutely brand new and fine. So yeah, we just wrapped it round. In fact, it's pretty good stuff actually. It's nice and thick. It's not like the other stuff, but yeah, it should protect it from frost and wind for the first couple of weeks. And as you can see, we've got this stuff wrapped round it. I mean, what we do, we wrap it round the canes and then just push the cane in. But everything looks okay in there. We'll keep an eye on them. Like I say, it's really all down to the weather. If it takes a dive, I think we'll be in trouble. But if they actually take in the ground and start to grow, I reckon we've got a good chance of doing well.
So they're all tucked up. They've been in the ground for I think 2 days now, and this is what they look like now. The reason why I want to show you now is because they're actually starting to climb up the canes much better.
These beans in yesterday, the day before, sorry, and as you can see, they're starting to climb up the canes now. So there's a result. Got to keep this fleece over them though. The last thing you need to do is take the fleece off these, especially this time of year.
So there you go, folks. Now you see the Velcro that I was using to hold them to the canes. Now I can take that Velcro off now, because believe it or not, the actual bean, once it connects, it's like Velcro. It literally latches onto the canes like Velcro. So I don't really need it, but I put that there just to give it that support, initial support. So there you go. From planting them from seeds to The plant's what, nearly 3 foot tall. There you go. Now there's an update, and it's simple as that. But like I say, be very careful when you're putting your beans out. They could so easily get the frost, and I could lose them. Although the blankets there, hopefully, will protect them. And it won't be long before we'll be getting some runner beans. So the next update on them, I would imagine, well, obviously we'll go past them and show them you, but the next time we really talk about them is when we're going to be picking them. And last year we had some wonderful, honestly, the beans were absolutely wonderful. If you go back to around about August, September, and you look at the video I did then, these beans were like 12 inches long, guys, and they were straight as a die, and not just one, not 9 or 10, there was at least 30 of them, straight as dies. They would have been perfect for competitions, and I always wanted to put some stuff into a competition, but where I live here in Salford, there's nothing like that, and like I said, I'm not particularly prepared to travel too far for the competition, but these things might have got me a prize. Honestly, they were absolutely fantastic. Who knows what these ones are going to be like, but we'll wait and see. So I hope you enjoyed the runner bean update, and like I say, if you want to see more clips like this, why not subscribe to the channel, why not leave a comment below, and if you think the video was any good, why not hit the old like button. But as I always say, go and check a few videos out before you bother to subscribe. I'm sure you want to after you've seen a few videos. Right, that's it for this one. The sun's setting in the west there now. Time just gone 20 past 8 in the evening. I'm gonna just chill out here for another half hour, and then I'll lock the girls up in bed. That's the chickens, and we're out of here. So goodbye from Allotment Diggers. See you real soon, folks.